Ninja Theory. Unreal Engine. Warning. This game contains representations of psychosis. People with experience of psychosis as well as professionals in psychiatry have assisted in these depictions. Some may find these depictions disturbing, including those who themselves may have had similar experiences. If you would like to find out more about psychosis and mental health difficulties, visit Hellblade.info. This game also includes violent scenes that some may find distressing. Hey, here's Joe, and welcome to Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, which is a game that is deeply covering the theme of psychosis, and if you're not into that, just don't watch any longer. Seriously. But I just want to see how they did it. Like they apparently went weirdly deep into the theme here with psychiatrists and neuroscientists aiding them in properly depicting a psychosis, and I'm really interested to see how this turned out. This game was very well critically acclaimed, and yeah, I didn't read too much into it. I think it's Nordic folklore, like the base on which this game exists. Let's just go into it.
Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Now, her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. The head. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. The head. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness.
They're watching. They know you're here.
There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this?
They're watching.
Why
They
doesn't
can
she
feel you
turn
coming.
back? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him.
He's already dead.
Feel you coming. Quiet. Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there.
Normally I would complain about the voice only coming from one direction sharply, but for this intents and purposes it's
Can you
great.
see it too?
You promised you came.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call Hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
Safe.
Go back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
For this intent and purpose it's great. Like immersion wise.
You see that?
I mean, you're not immersed. There's a stupid little guy down here in the corner. But you might want to see my reactions to the more scary stuff that I'm sure we'll be facing.
Around and you will see them. The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here.
You see them?
This is not a place of rest.
You can't Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you.
Wow. This is really disorienting how sharply the voices go in one direction.
Stop.
I normally always tell them if they want to be it on one side, they should go to a maximum of 70-30, because otherwise it's weird for the ears. But for this intent and purpose, it's great.
Can you feel it?
So don't listen to this with just one headphone in one side and not on the other.
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
Melina Jürgens is the performer who performed the girl suffering the psychosis.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper.
Not afraid of death, she is. Oh, am I in the way of the subtitles? Might need to make the camera smaller. Need to look over there if the subtitles are long, if I'm in the way. Or maybe turn them my camera off for cutscenes. Six minutes until gameplay. If the gameplay starts now.
What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
And I get to control the camera now. Then control with 2 sticks. Okay, I press right trigger and it does a little shift thing. I think it's, yeah, that's just zooming. I assume that will be for a ranged attack. Other buttons don't do anything. Aha, here we have the thing that we don't really need. Okay, good. That will be interactable.
You have to take a closer look to see. Why isn't she focusing? She needs to focus now.
She needs to use her eyes.
Do not forget my stories, Senua, because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
If I read this right, like there are runes all around this thing, and only the S is marked, and it's also the letter in the beginning. I just say S because that's the Roman letter that's closest to it. Maybe that's the amount of messages we'll get throughout the game, messages like that one. Maybe some hidden, some more. Camera angle is weird for an action game because it makes you feel unsafe, which is perfect. Again, it's on purpose.
They're coming. You can't do this. They're coming now. They're coming.
The darkness is coming. Yearn for life. Hungers for it. Like a pack of wolves on a hunt. But she's not stopping.
Okay, the words so far didn't further react to me looking at things more closely. It was just that one time.
Not this time.
What not this time? That the bridge to Helheim? It isn't gold.
The land of mist and fog. The old fool was right. What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost.
What is the skull that we are carrying with us? She living who wants to return a loved one from hell?
He's there. You know it.
There's no doubt about
He's
it.
lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim.
They're called.
And the goddess Hela holds his soul there.
Okay. We are reclaiming the soul of
Dear beloved.
of Dillian. Okay.
Dillian.
What is she doing?
Why is she doing this?
Why doesn't she turn back?
She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him.
He's already dead.
He's dead.
Ah.
By his soul.
Found the run button. Left bumper.
His soul still lives.
Oh.
She
Yeah.
needs to save his soul.
She wants his soul to be at peace.
She needs to lay him to rest.
The bridge to Helheim.
Where are we?
I forget its name. She forgets too.
She'll never make it to Helheim.
But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget.
It's just two words that you're missing when my cam is here, so that's okay. I'll do make my cam a bit smaller for the next episode. But not in between an episode, doctoring around, robbing me of my immersion. No, I'll not pay any more attention to that. I want to be better immersed. I'm looking around to find more of these things that tell us more of our backstory. Maybe it will tell us more about Dillian. Maybe there's stuff hidden in the corners. Like game creators often tend to do. There is one. And it's not a corner. It's on our main path. Okay. Good. And it's the second letter, it's the M.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim, and that is where you must travel.
Climb. Get up there. Look down. That's the way.
So it's interesting how the game does its tutorial. Like when we came to the first stone, why isn't she focusing? Why isn't she looking? Now, why isn't she climbing? In between, why isn't she running? I didn't get that clue as soon as it came up. But now I immediately got it. Yeah, we're supposed to climb. And then I pressed one of the 2 possible interaction buttons, A and X. It was A.
Where you're going.
It's that easy. Can we lose these or something? Let's just for now look at that cliffside. There's stuff there. We can climb down that ladder and go over there.
Turn around. Just drop down. Why isn't she going down? What's down there? Do you know
Drop
where
down
you
is
are?
also A.
Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now. No,
First the one direction, then the other. First the one direction, then the other. Great. The next M. Am I allowed to not look?
It's going to hurt you. It's dangerous.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them.
Be afraid.
Don't listen. I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way. Don't listen.
Where is he?
The bastards catch me again. Never!
Darkness.
Wait. Who are you? It's just a memory.
Drew? Is that you? Around you now.
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar.
He's lost.
An old fool.
He's not real.
Truth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
Look really clearly.
Focus.
I can see one.
Focus.
Hold it in your mind's eye.
Happens if you
Find one
focus.
like it to open the gate.
Find this. Find the M or the double flags to open the gate. It's doing like chromatic aberration to my... Oh! Don't need... No, it's just always everywhere in the background. Ooh, that's a nice visual. They clearly outdid themselves on some of these. I'm dead.
You've got to go.
You can't go, they said, without subtitles. I'm supposed to find another M. But where would it be?
It's near. Focus, and you will find it.
It's just somewhere in the nothingness.
Towards
Great.
The gate. And the gate will open.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's not safe.
It worked.
That was her voice. It worked. Is she in the
I
bottom?
spent 6
No.
years enslaved in hell. But I watched the Northmen. Learned their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
He's not one of the Northmen? Thought she was.
Another voice joins us. She once tried to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here.
This is a missed opportunity if not the voice now startles her into falling, or tries it at least. It's a missed opportunity. I just want to reach the bridge to
I guess it's
Helheim.
the same with heights. You can stand on the edge, pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near, waiting for you to make that little slip.
And what was with the rest of the storyline? Oh, did I screw that up? I mean, there's no controls in this controller. Not playing. I think this is canon. Just do nothing. I overcompensated, I think.
She afraid?
She's scared.
She's afraid.
She's terrified. She can do it.
You can do it. She did it. Next part.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
Oh, he was sacrificed to Hela. Okay. Yeah, of course we then go to hell. It's the only way. One way? I assume we'll see something from here. We get a proper look at the bridge. No ladder sliding. Not when I try to. I'd like a flashlight. Especially when I'm playing in plain day. And I've never heard my computer being so loud. Playing on maximum settings for everything. The fight begins, says an achievement.
Stay back. Look at it. You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him. Shh. Someone's here.
Someone's guarding the gate. Hell, of course. With that we have a sword. And I already see the next place where we can talk to the spirits of the past.
I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
You're going to die. You're killing us. You're going to die. Get dying. Darkness is coming. It's surrounding you. It's overwhelming you. Get up.
There comes the darkness. Or I tried blocking. Okay. I can just block. Can I also attack? Okay, different controls than I'm used to. Okay. Needed to get used to these controls. I'm automatically locked on. I'm pressing the wrong button. I am pressing the wrong button again. I'm almost pressing the wrong button. Yeah, block me. Okay, it's just a reactionary game. I wait for them to attack and then I'm attacking. That's light attacks. I also have a strong attack.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
What the I can't see shit on screen. The screen is black and there are black creatures on black. That's not how you do gameplay. But I think I was supposed to fail that because I hit through the creatures. I think that's the intended experience, to be overwhelmed by this fight. First they learn you the fighting mechanics, and when you actually can do them, then they're hitting you with something you can't do. Unless I just died for the first time.
A vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her.
You're mentioning the black stuff on your skin, you can't
All
rub
of
it
her
off.
suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
dark rod will grow each time you fail. Oh. The rod reaches Senua's head, her quest is over. And all progress will be lost. Is this a permadeath game? Don't make me fight the same thing again.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow, whatever the cost.
It was a nice entry into the game so far.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
To Dillian.
To his soul. It won't open.
How will she get through?
Why won't it open?
Why can't she open it? She needs
The
to
Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. But you weren't expecting that.
I like Nordic mythology. I really like it. So we need to kill 2 gods to enter this. The fire god and the other one. So those are the 2. Pretty obviously. We're going the other way. I can't see shit. I'm just hurrying forward in hopes of finding something. Wait, that's where I came from. Wait, press A to climb up somewhere, perhaps. God, this is dark. Okay. I hope that the god of fire freaking gives me a torch, because that's black on black. I mean, on your screen, it actually looks better. Maybe. I'll be trying to look on your screen to see if I can see anything. There freaking might be stuff here, but I'll never find out unless I have a torch. And I think that's intended. It's black. It's pitch black for me. But it's like the sun is shining right there, and it's, I mean, through some cloth. Great that it unders the cloth with the thing, but still shining directly into my face. It's a bit. It's like not thick cloth, so a bit of light comes through it. That's enough to make me not see anything. Fire first. I want a flame. Will we directly get the boss battle? Please not.
Surt, the fire giant, has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind, and the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raze their enemies to the ground. Find him Senua, and spill his blood.
Okay.
She found the wretched old fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast. He was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, who spoke of his own darkness. The Northmen.
There's a cave down there. And darkness over here. Oh. Is that real? I mean, the controller's rumbling like crazy, so I think it's not supposed to be real. It's part of our madness. Let's go to the cave. I'd like to run even faster than this, but whatever, let's go down into the cave. Not taking the main path as often as possible. Yeah, we directly get semi-rewarded for it. I mean, it's just story, but I like story.
The Northmen tell this story. Before the earth was created, there was a world called Muspel. Because it was in the south, it was bright and hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars. Other sparks melted ice in the frozen world of Niflheim, creating the body of the first giant, Ymir. Muspel is one of the 9 worlds, and is now the land of the fire giants. And people from elsewhere cannot endure a journey there.
Interestingly, like you can see, we are now in Muspelheim, and the other thing would need to Niflheim, I think. And we are judging by this thing, we're supposed to go the other way first. Let's hope that it wasn't a mistake. I want to explore a bit further for the first episode to be a bit longer than usual. But I don't know how this game saves. Like, I want to just click quit game and then continue right where I left off. And I hope that's possible. But you never know. Sunny over here and foggy. Darkness is coming. We need 2 runes to continue. What? Are you kidding me? Come.
He's gone!
Come. Evade, okay. How do I evade?
They're overwhelming her. Surrounding her. She's going to lose.
You're supposed to evade that. I don't know. Oh, what? Oh, wrong button.
Remember your training.
Pressing the wrong buttons every time. I tried to evade, but I think evade isn't B.
She finished him.
Come on. Let me win a fight. Come on. I don't know how evade works.
Finish it. Finish it. Strike.
Okay. We got this group. Let's look at this.
I can still smell it. The sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind. Do you hear them too, Senua?
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now.
So, evade is A. In combat, evade is A. Okay. Yeah, otherwise we don't have anything else to do. Okay. This should be really straightforward unless the fight, the combat pace is increasing.
You can hear the rooms.
Won't you give like a little controller rumble to me? Let me know that I'm near it? Is it that one, for example? Nope, that's just a weird splotch on the ground.
Are they screaming?
How do we know that we're coming closer? Last time it was just luck that I pressed it at that one point.
The rooms.
The roots? I can't move. Why? Couldn't I walk and... Yeah, like in this direction I can walk and look.
Slow the screams towards the rooms. The rooms are important.
The roots, towards the roots.
You can hear the rooms.
You can hear the roots, not when I'm looking there. Just when I'm looking the right direction. Okay. If I look in that direction, it stops moving. Okay. So we are triangulating. Effectively.
You can hear the rooms.
Apparently ran past it. The only possible explanation is that we ran past it.
Are they screaming?
Suddenly it doesn't work anymore. To stop in my tracks pressing the button. And that is my only clue that I have.
The rooms.
Yeah, I'm hearing about the roots.
Senua, we each walk these lands gazing towards different horizons, some of us further than others. Your father cannot see what you see, but there is nothing wrong with seeing the world the way you do.
You can hear the rooms.
Okay, now I could talk to this thing. For whatever reason.
Senua, we each walk these lands gazing towards
Wow.
different horizons.
Okay, it locks
Some
me
of
in.
us further than others. Your father cannot see what you see.
And the first time around it
There is
didn't work.
nothing wrong with seeing the world.
But this
the way
didn't
you
solve
do.
any of my two things I'm going for, I think. We'll see in a second when I'm allowed away from here. I think we're still doing the two things. Ah, okay, we are only doing that here, like... I was facing that direction.
The rooms.
The runes! Find the runes, not the roots.
You can hear the rooms.
You can hear them? I can't hear them, so I wasn't near them yet. Okay, this is something we're supposed to find. Yeah, didn't I just see? The flicker of one of the roots. The runes. There's one. It's the tree. It's not the tree. I just saw one of the runes. Like this. Oh! We have to find it in the surroundings, basically. We have something that... We have to find something that looks like the runes. Not? I'm still struggling with the gameplay mechanic. Oh, what does she want of me? We're in the right place. That's definitely right. That 100% is that the solution. How is that not the solution? Oh, that one. Going for the wrong one then. Or this one up. Oh god. Like the strongest was like over here. Supposed to look up there. Towards that one. Ah. Now it works. When we line them. Okay, so now only the N. This looks like an N. Yeah. Okay, we're supposed... Wait, when I come here... When it came here? When did it become bigger? Sometimes it becomes bigger and apparent in my view. Sometimes it's not. I think we're not going the right way. Does this even oh, I thought I could go this direction toward that hunting cabin, but I couldn't. So we're supposed to make something like... What the fuck? Why does it always disappear again? We're supposed to make this line up with something like this. Oh, the other way around. We can go up to the things and look at them from the other side. That makes way more sense. We also find more dead bodies here.
Focused.
Almost. Yeah, good enough.
The path to Helheim is sealed to the living, but you already walk amongst the dead. Look towards the gate, and you will see that it has opened.
Okay. I want to stay at this point, because I know that the autosave icon that's directly behind my camera hasn't lit up yet. Because I want to check how the game saves, and I want to check that in the first episode. Not that I get a bad surprise like 5 episodes in. So, have a nice day. See you tomorrow with more of this so far great game. That makes you think a lot. And also like Nordic mythology. Have a nice day.